Hi, everyone. So, as always, we will give everyone a few minutes to join us. Tonight, we are letting go of 2020 because December 30th, we have one more day of this wonderful year. And then, brand new beginning, right? The symbolism is there of a brand new beginning. It could be a brand new beginning any day you want. So as everyone's jumping on, I got a bunch of new decks for Christmas and I'm so excited. Like this, you can hear it. I haven't even cracked it open yet. They're still so fresh. I love them. So anyone who watches my YouTube channel will be seeing them shortly. This is the Mermaids deck. So I thought we would pull some cards. I'll pull one or however many want to come out from the Mermaids deck because I'm really a mermaid, as everyone who knows me knows. And I also have an angel deck here as well. I didn't pull any tarot decks. I just did oracle decks tonight. Maybe get some guidance for us all. So as you're coming on, say hello. I see there are people. Also, it helps me to know that I can see the comments because sometimes that doesn't happen. So just say hi. And if you are new, hello, welcome. Happy to see you here. And just don't be shy. This is a safe place. Say hello. We can all greet you warmly. These are so beautiful. I was so excited on Christmas when I opened these lovely cards from my lovely wife. She certainly knows me. I have no idea what my kid is doing, but he is. I warned him that I was going live and not to make a ruckus. Hi, Mom. We were all just group texting before the live. So hello. Hi again. Is Dad home? If so, tell him hi. Finn is still curled up on the couch. Being a very comfy little kitten. I did. That's a little kitten. And you're just fluffy. It's okay. I'm fluffy.
He is fluffy.
Yes. Like I had his hair all over me earlier. Hi, Tammy. And Lisa. Hello, hello. Watching the news. Not surprised. Well, hi, Daddy. Nice. Thanks for joining. And yay, I can see comments, so thanks everybody. That makes me happy. You can't always tell for sure until I start seeing comments roll through. It's like, oh yeah, okay. I'm not alone. Hi, Corey. How are you, gorgeous? I miss you. Just saying, I miss you. I need Corey in my life.
It's definitely been way too long.
It has. It's been entirely too long. Good Lord. As soon as we are allowed to safely congregate again, we're so...
We're congregating.
We're so congregating. We're going to congregate so hard.
There will be much congregating.
I know. I'm going to be up in your neck of the woods tomorrow morning for a doctor's appointment. Yay.
You can wait, but not congregate.
Right. So tonight is all about the symbolic letting go of one year and embracing the next year, and kind of getting a clean slate before we energetically, symbolically start the new year. Yeah, we are. So many summer plans with family and friends, and boy, do I hope it comes to fruition. And it would be great if it was even sooner. Like, my birthday, which is in March. Oh, Lord. Corey, that's what she said. So, yeah, I know. 2020 has been quite a year, hasn't it? It's just been full of surprises. Some good. Inauguration. And then, that's the only, I promise that's as political as I'm going to get. And then, COVID. That's been the biggest thing, hasn't it? And then let's just compound it all with all kinds of normal stuff that happens during the year. So I love the meme, though, and the energy that plot twist 2020 was actually exactly what we needed to reground ourselves, to realize what's actually important, that as we close this year, we are finding that the things weren't as important as the time that we've spent. And hi, Colleen. And as we are energetically resetting, as a grief counselor, something that we always talked about with grief was this whole concept that it's not the things. When people die, when their physical body dies and their soul leaves this plane, it's not the things that they leave us. You could say, oh, but I have mom's pearls. Okay, but it's not because they're pearls that you care as much, I'm going to bet, as it was that they touched your mother's skin, that she clasped them, or that someone close to her, maybe you fastened them for her at some point, or she fastened them around your neck during an important event like a wedding, a graduation, something like that, confirmation, milestones. It's the memories that are attached to the object, not necessarily the object itself. So we're on a global scale realizing that it's that human connection, that solitude is important to recharge, especially for empaths. Corey, back me up on this one. That we have to be alone at some point during the day to just kind of breathe, ground, find our center, be in tune with ourselves, and then we can, like I always say, you can't pour from an empty cup. That's one of my favorite sayings. You have to fill up your cup in order to help others. Put your oxygen mask on first, right? So as we are leaving 2020, what my hope is tonight is to give you some inspiration, to help you to go forth and do what feels right for you. What feels right for you to energetically let go? Is it a burning ceremony? Is it is it breath work? We're going to talk about it here in a little bit. But what feels right for you? What are you going to do to, as Corey said, wipe your slate clean so that you can go into the next year feeling fresh and ready to take it on? A year ago, none of us saw this coming. We had no idea. Even astrologers who were like, the planets are going to get pretty messed up. There's something big happening. There's a mess up in that sky. I wonder what will happen. Surprise. Nobody saw this coming. We knew something big was going to happen, but we didn't have a clue what it would be on such a global scale and how much it would touch everybody. So even if you yourself Knock on wood, we have all been very healthy here. And one of my mantras is, I am well, I am well, I am well. And then I go on to Brandy and Michael and my parents and my friends and my family. And you can just blanket statement, we are well, we are well, we are well. And we do that every day. Every day when we wake up and every day when we go to sleep. So if that feels right for you, have at it by all means. Please do. It was something that I was guided to do by my guides. They said, just affirm you are well. And it's that biology of belief. Your body will respond to what your brain believes to be true. Take that lesson with you into what I'm talking about tonight. So even if you haven't personally been touched, hi Teresa, I'm going to bet that you know somebody who has been touched by the pandemic. And I don't want to belabor it, but it's been a big part of everybody's story. It's a great unifier for us now. Birth, death, and COVID. Yay. They usually say birth, death, and taxes, but there are some people who are exempt. So birth, death, and COVID are the great unifiers. We've all been touched in some way, whether we know somebody who's had it, we know somebody who knows somebody, like a coworker or a friend. Somebody had somebody that was ill or unfortunately passed from it. Our work, the way that we work, I know I've been very, very fortunate that I have, and so has Brandy, that we have been employed this entire time. Things have shifted for both of us. I work remotely. We do a 50-50 split, so sometimes I'm on campus, sometimes I'm at home. And Brandy's hours have changed. They've changed owners. They've been through a lot. She's been through turnover. She's lost some employees because they either were immunocompromised and couldn't, like they were afraid to come to work, or people just couldn't come anymore. So, you know, we've all been through something. Some people have been laid off, or their jobs have been, hi Jamie, have been cut due to COVID. We've all been touched in some way. So I say all of this because I don't just want to talk about COVID, and I don't want to just talk about, yay, everything's going to be great next year, because it might not be. We don't know. It's looking a lot better energetically, astrologically, but it's like this was the earthquake year. And next year, we're going to feel the aftershocks. And Brandy and I were talking about it the other day. We were standing in the kitchen. And I said, the hard part, the scary part is the earthquake. That's certainly scary, but that's not the hard part. The real work starts when we rebuild. So next year, 2020, in 2 days, 2021 is going to be a rebuilding year. So as we are rebuilding, think about what you want to rebuild. What can you leave behind? What can you say, you know what? Don't need that. And bring it into 2021, the lessons. You can leave behind the stuff, but take the lessons with you. Or if you say, hopefully you have come out better in some way for what we've all been through. Whether you're just taking care of yourself more, your mental health, your physical health. We have virtual drum fitted, participated, I don't know how to conjugate that, but it almost hurts to breathe because we haven't done it for a few weeks, at least I haven't for a few weeks. And thankfully, they've been offering the virtual. So Leanne, Mary, Sandy, if any of you are watching, I'm hurting. Ow, hurting girls. But it's a good thing because it has given us the ability to exercise in our own home. We don't have to drag our butts to the gym and go and do it, because that's really easy to say, it's cold. I'm tired. We've been through a lot this year. I don't know if I just want to sit on the couch and veg. We can turn on the TV. We don't have to leave the house and do our thing. And it's a lot of fun, and we feel really good afterwards. But twice already this week, and I'm feeling it.
I know. I only wished I could do tomorrow.
I know. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea for me. Though I probably need it after Christmas cookies and, stuff. But be gentle with yourself. Be compassionate. Take care of your mental health. And hopefully you've been able, for some people, being home with their fur friends, their kids, their family, or just enjoying some solitude has been beneficial for mental health. That's beautiful. Awesome. Take that lesson into 2021, where you can, the world practically stopped back in the spring, back in April. The whole world pretty much shut down and said, with the exception of a few essential like food, medical, etc., the world came to a screeching, not quite halt.
And everyone went shopping.
And Brandy had to deal with customers who were like, I'm bored. Yeah, well, be grateful that you're bored and not hooked up to a ventilator like the neighbor. So just be grateful. Always be in gratitude. Check your mental health. See what lessons you can bring into the year. How life changed in 2020. There are some things that we can take with us, such as slowing down, pausing, checking in with our mental health, checking in with each other. Realizing that it's the time that we spend and it's that human connection that we miss more than that physical things. So basically what I'm saying, the way that we lived life has been forever changed. Normal, as we knew it, doesn't exist anymore. It's the new normal. Between what we used to do and now masks are normalized. They're fashion accessories. Just everything that we have found to be a new normal with COVID. And then let's just put on the normal stuff that happens in any given year. People die. They get old, they're sick, there are accidents, things happen, and now we're adding 300,000 plus just in our country that have this illness, let alone regular flu, pneumonia, etc., surgery stuff that happens. So it's like, we gotta let that go. The political divisiveness, not just in the United States, but just look at Brexit with Britain. That's still going on. The world as we know it has been changed forever. Some for the better. Some of us have come together and you see the beautiful side of humanity. People helping each other. Donations are through the roof. There was somebody on Brandy's personal friends list that had a dog who had been attacked by a wild animal. They're not exactly sure what they think. Would they think it was a fox or a raccoon?
It was a fox on Christmas Day.
Yeah, on Christmas Day. Had to take the dog to the emergency vet and didn't have the money to help fix the problem. And they thought they were going to have to put their dog down. She reached out on social media within a matter of hours. They had all the money that they needed. The dog had the surgery. The dog is fine. That's beautiful. We have other friends who were rescuing some animals and needed some extra help, and we were able to donate. And as much as the pandemic has brought out the worst in people, the anti-maskers, the anti-vaxxers, the conspiracy theorists, the people who are always like just bubbling under the surface, looking for their opportunity to be crazy, you can also see the beautiful side of people. The giving, philanthropic, big-hearted people coming together. That's really lovely as well. So as we release the negative, On December 21st, you probably heard, and if you follow the page, I posted a little bit about the Great Conjunction that happened, or the new age of Aquarius that has come in. And really, it's being called the Great Reset, which works. So many people are embracing this after this past year, embracing this idea of resetting, of completely starting over. New Year's has never been more welcome. It's like, no. I caution you to pump the brakes just a little bit. As wonderful as that is, and every year we have this symbolic reset of New Year's, any time is great to do it. Anytime that you decide, I want to do something better for myself, I want my life to be better, you have the power to do that. You are the creator of your life. You are a co-creator with the universe. You can manifest anything that you want. And if you take nothing else away from this, I hope that is what you take. You are in control. You are in charge. You are responsible for your healing, your manifesting. And for some people that could be a trigger. Like, what are you talking about? I've been trying to manifest and it just doesn't work. Been there. I tell Brandy all the time, I'm like, you are so good at manifesting. As soon as you say, I want something, boom, it's there. How do you do that? I should bring her on camera. Hey, honey, talk away. She's just shaking her head at me. She's like, I don't know. So I think it starts with the attitude of you deserve it. You deserve the best out of life. Take your 1%, it's more than, but if you can't find anything else, take your 1% responsibility and say, yes, I can do this. I can wipe the slate clean. I can reset. I can manifest what I want. Despite anything else that's exterior in this 3D world, I know that I can do this. So as you're releasing the negative to embrace that beautiful positivity, if things are bubbling up, allow it to happen. I was in the kitchen earlier today, drying dishes, of all things, just a mindless task. Drying dishes, looking out the window, just kind of watching the snow melt. Not sad. It's lovely, but it's cold. Watching the snow melt off of the rooftops, watching people walk outside because we don't live on a busy road. And all of a sudden, something popped in from 2013 at a job I previously held as I was leaving for another job. And the job that I was leaving, how do I put this delicately? The job that I was leaving wasn't terrible, and I'm grateful for the people that I met and for the lessons that I learned, but it wasn't serving me anymore. And I manifested the next job without realizing. I did not consciously do it. I set my mind to it and it happened. Boom, it happened. And I was replaying, for whatever reason, in my mind, the whole conversation of what can we do to keep you? And I'm like, nothing. This is what I need to do for my family, and see you later. And some of the things that led to me wanting to leave that job, and the things that I said, no more. The things, the list, the laundry list of things that I no longer would tolerate in a work environment. Things that I didn't want in a boss, even though she wasn't directly my boss, because my direct boss was amazing. Love you, girl. But hi, Jessica. I don't even remember what her title was, but basically like district manager or whatever, director, something, regional director, something like that, was just completely everything that I never, ever wanted to see again. Like, that's not at all in alignment with who I am, where I'm going, what I believe in, what I value. And it's very important for me to have value in my work. That's my Cancer North node. So to have meaning in my work, to have a work-life balance. And there were things that she was very anti-LGBT and hi, so it didn't work. Very spiritual. She was very not, and it didn't work. And I'm thinking, why is this coming up for me? I thought I released this long ago. Apparently, it was bubbling up for a reason. So, 2 reasons I bring up that story. One, you never know when something's going to come up and you might think, where is that coming from? That's really strange. Thought I healed that, but apparently there's still something there. 2, you have the power to create whatever it is you want to create. Anything that's in alignment will stay with you, and what's not in alignment, allow it to fall off. And when I left, I never looked back. I kept in contact with the people I wanted to keep in contact with, who I'm still in contact with today. And then the new job was one of my favorite jobs ever. And I had the most wonderful mentor boss. She was everything the other one wasn't. She was just, anytime that I would say that she was a mentor, that she was wonderful, that I admired her and respected her, she'd just blush. And, we had a fantastic synergy. So, you have the power to create whatever it is that you want in your life. Keep the lessons. You never know what's going to bubble up for you. Something else you can do is if you keep a journal or a diary, you can go back and take a look, or if not, you can look at your Facebook memories, go through your camera roll in your phone, something that can show you this past year. Take a look, see what might have triggered you in a need for healing, or see what made you spontaneously smile. What are the good things? It's important to have balance. So see what needs to be healed. If you're thinking like, or if you don't know where to start, that's a good thing to do. Go back to your journal or diary, your camera roll, your Facebook memories, something. Go dry your dishes and see, run the vacuum cleaner, clean the toilet, whatever it is, do some laundry, knit, color, whatever it is, adult coloring that my wife's been doing, and see, just do something mindless and see what bubbles up. You could even look at a calendar, news article recap, like I subscribe to the New York Times articles, so every day I get that in the Columbus Dispatch. I get emails, and it's like, the year in review. And of course, the top story is COVID, and then political stuff, and then some other random, like, I forgot that even happened. So you could do that as well, and just kind of see where you feel it in your body, what comes up for healing, if it triggers something else from several years ago, from childhood, you never know. Something this year might have triggered inner child healing. I know it did for me, not being able to be with physically under the same roof as my parents on Christmas for the first time in my entire life. There was some inner child healing that needed to be done through that. So just see what happens. See what comes up. Don't be afraid of it. Let it happen. Release. Let it go. So like I said earlier, you could do a burning ceremony. So you could write down those things and burn it. You could type it and print it and burn it. You could type it, move it to the recycle bin, to just delete it. You could do breath work. So just take a deep breath. See it as a ball of energy and just breathe it out. Let it go. Scoop and release. You can do that too. Imagine that ball, scoop it, let it go. Dump it into a basket, give it to your angels or your guides. Breathe it into, see yourself encircled with divine flames purple, white, green, orange, pink, it doesn't matter. Whatever color feels right for you, and just breathe it into the flames. Let it go. Something that just feels right for you. Listen to your body. Let it tell you what it needs. So as you're releasing this negativity, be compassionate with yourself and emotionally, of course. And then if your body says, whew, I need to drink some water to flush that out, drink your water. I need to go for a run. I am not a runner, but go for a run. I need to eat some vegetables or ride a bike, call your best friend, your mom, somebody. Just rest. Go take a nap. Just go take a nap. That could work too. Get a massage. Oh, Amber, I can't wait to see you next week. Do a detox. Some kind of a detox. Soak your feet in Epsom salts. Ground yourself. Pet your cat or your dog. Just do something for yourself. Hi, Lacey. Oh, thank you. And as you're healing, this was really beautiful. Radley Valentine. You all know how much I love Radley Valentine. I love him. I was watching one of his videos, and he suggested, and I thought this was so beautiful. Oh, thanks for the love. That helps as well. So the Facebook algorithms are weird, so hitting the heart, the like, whatever it is, the emojis helps people see the video. So thank you for that. He said, send love to 2020. I was like, oh, yeah. That goes along with plot twist. What if this wasn't the worst year of your life? Oh, thanks. What if this was a year that was the Tower moment? Because you all know how much I love the Tower card in tarot. It was the Tower moment that helped you knock down anything that wasn't serving you positively anymore. Get rid of those weak bricks that aren't holding up too well and need to be replaced with the stronger bricks. And send love to 2020. Say thank you. Thank you for what you've done. I know that might sound really weird or really hard to do, especially if you've not been as fortunate as some of us with the pandemic experience. It might be really hard to find something to be grateful for. But like I said, it could be just that the world has seen the value of time more than anything else. That the essential workers aren't thanked enough. I make it a point to thank the cashiers and I hate to say bag boys because they're not always boys. Sometimes they're girls. But the people bagging the groceries. The people mopping the floor. Thank you. Thank you for keeping the store clean. I tell all the time, every time I walk in, especially at Giant Eagle, because that's primarily where we shop, they're wiping down the carts, and I'll say, thank you for doing that. And 9 times out of 10, they look at you like, me? Yeah, thank you. Like, it just brightens them up and helps them to realize that what they're doing is valuable. That it is a thankful task when more people might be annoyed or rushing or just get in, get my groceries and get out, hyper focused, spend as little time in public as possible. You never know. You never know. But just taking that extra 3 seconds to say thank you for doing that can change somebody's day. That's something to be thankful for. So send love to 2020. Gratitude for the lessons, the growth, for your health. Thank you for keeping me healthy in 2020 and into 2021. One of the things that I love, and it's a mantra, It's a Hawaiian prayer, ho'oponopono. And what it means is to make something right. Ho is to make, and then pono is right. So pono, twice right. You're making it right, doubly right, basically. Right with yourself and right with others. Since we are all connected. So ho'oponopono. And what it means is, not what it means, the intention is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And you can do that, there have been nights I do that before bed. And you can just blanket statement to anybody who feels that I have wronged them, or if you're carrying any kind of guilt, whether they're still here in the physical world or not, you can say the ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. Please forgive. The 4 principles. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Those are some of the most powerful words that we have as human beings. Saying I'm sorry and truly meaning it. Not just like a toddler. Now say you're sorry. Sorry. Do you mean it? No. But if you truly would like to heal, and you can energetically send it. There are people that I don't speak to anymore. That something's bubbled up for me during my healing, and I have said the ho'oponopono prayer. Yes, that was my next point. Thank you, Corey. So in the mirror to yourself, look yourself in the eyes and say those words. And you can add to, I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for not responding, for treating you poorly, for treating you like you don't matter, for not valuing you as much as I could have, should have. I know shoulda, coulda, wouldas I don't like, but whatever feels right for you, you can simply say, I'm sorry. And truly mean it. I can feel it in my heart chakra. I'm sorry. And then, please forgive me. As you're asking for forgiveness, you're also giving forgiveness. When our hands are open to give, they're open to receive. So as you are saying, please forgive me, know that you have to forgive yourself. And even if there are things that happen, abuse, things happen that it would be really difficult to forgive someone for. And if you can't forgive the person, forgive the situation. Most importantly, forgive yourself. I cannot emphasize that enough. How powerful it is to forgive yourself for not knowing better, for allowing the treatment to happen, for not valuing yourself, for not setting healthy boundaries, for taking yourself for granted. Whatever it is, forgive yourself so that you can forgive others and others can forgive you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank yourself. Thank the other person. Thank your guides, the universe, whatever it is for you. Thank you. Showing gratitude is the precursor to love, which is universal currency. Followed by, I love you. For some people, that's a really hard thing to say. Almost more difficult than I'm sorry. Because showing love is the most wonderful, generous, like I said, it's the currency of the universe. It's the best thing that we can do for ourselves and for others. So as much as you must forgive yourself above all else, you also have to love yourself. Love yourself enough to forgive yourself. And as you're able to love yourself, you open your heart to show love for everyone else. It might be really easy for you to love your child, to love your pet, to love your spouse, your best friend. And it's not always easy to love yourself. But that is where you must start. So, one more time. Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Very, very powerful. You can use crystals. One of my favorite things to talk about. Crystals. Crystals can help you to clear away energy. So here we go, show and tell. Didn't know I was going to do that, did you? These beautiful things, the clear quartz, Master Stone, clears everything, does anything that you need it to do. Followed closely by selenite. This is, I don't know, there we go. So this beautiful stone, I got my mom a selenite tower for Christmas, and it's more of a milky stone. It's opaque, you can't see through it, but it's beautiful. It's very healing, and you can connect pretty easily to spirit using that stone. Black tourmaline. I love this stone. This is for protection. It's also good for clearing and grounding. Highly recommend that. Here's our newest piece. Look how pretty this is. I hope it shows up. It's celestite. Isn't that gorgeous? It's this really pale blue, kind of periwinkle stone. It's gorgeous. This is great to connect again to the divine. Anything that makes you happy. Amethyst. It's that beautiful purple. Gorgeous. And of course, what makes me happy? Labradorite. Labradorite makes me happy. So if a stone feels right for you, hopefully it's glimmering. Love it. Love that. Crystals are fantastic for healing. As always, I suggest the beautiful Joy Mitchell at the Crystal Den. She can help you pick out a stone, whether you're local to the Akron area and can visit her over in Barberton, or if not, find her on Facebook, Instagram, or her website. And she can intuitively pick a stone for you, or she can do a FaceTime or something like that to kind of give you a virtual tour and help you out there. Reiki and chakra balancing, huge proponent of that, being a Reiki practitioner and working with your chakras and making sure everything's aligned and cleared out, seeing if there's any blockages. Reiki is energy work, so helping guide the energy through, thank you dear, for finding any blockages, clearing them, etc. Reiki is wonderful. Meditation. Meditation brings answers. So as you, some people, you don't have to sit in lotus and do a mudra and close your eyes and hum Om. You can if you want to, but do it somewhere safe and comfortable. Some people like to stare into a flame, so like burning a candle safely. Some people like to look at a crystal and just kind of soften the gaze, and it's pretty much just to make sure that you can kind of zone out, zen out, and like I said, do it somewhere safe. If you want to sit in a park and watch a tree sway, when the weather's nice, if you're so privileged to live somewhere other than Northeast Ohio where it's snowy and icy, and you can watch a fountain. I love to do that. It's the mermaid in me. You can watch a YouTube video of the ocean or of a crackling fireplace, whatever makes you happy. Just throwing out ideas for you. Then there's various ways to do meditation. You can listen to a guided meditation if that helps you, or just beautiful music. One of the things, and this might be a little more advanced, but you can call back your soul pieces. So as we think about those things that are bubbling up from several years ago, you can call back your soul pieces. Like, okay, apparently there's still a soul piece out there. You can call it back and ask for it to be cleansed before you either choose to reintegrate it as part of yourself or give it up to the divine. Either way, whatever feels right for you. You can ask someone's higher self to come through. So maybe you don't feel comfortable yelling at somebody over whatever needs to be healed. Like, hey, you did this to me. You made me feel this way. I didn't appreciate that. You know, sometimes we have to energetically yell at somebody. And maybe you don't feel comfortable doing that because it's like, I kind of want to keep the peace on this side of things. But you need to call in their higher self and say, listen, you SOB, this is what happened, and I'm pretty upset about it. So clearly I'm censoring myself. There are things that I would have said otherwise. But you can, whatever feels right for you. Or you can cry if you don't feel comfortable crying in front of that person. It could be that you don't speak to them anymore. I've done that myself. Like, all right, listen, these are things that I never got to say to you, and I'm going to say it now. Or it could be that they've already passed on from this plane. You can call in their higher self, and don't be afraid to do that. Because in spirit, they understand. Like, yeah, and it's probably going to help their soul as well. For you to call them in, energetically punching bag them, and then, all right, we good? Thank you. I love you. All right, go back. So you can do that. You can do that if somebody's here or not. You can call in their higher self and say what you need to say, in the words of John Mayer. So another Hay House author that I love is Denise Linn, L-I-N-N, Linn. She's got books and oracle decks, and she has this new thing coming out next week for decluttering, which I think is fantastic. It's a great way to start a new year. So if you would like that information, let me know, or you can search Hay House and find it. And decluttering isn't just sweeping up and shoving stuff out to the curb or to a donation box. It is intentionally going, that's cleaning. Decluttering is intentionally going through and saying, these are the things that I no longer use or no longer resonate with me that somebody else could use. And some of the blocks to that are somebody gave it to me. Or I work hard for my money and I bought that. Even if it was on an impulse, I still feel like I should use it, or I should wear that shirt because I bought it or somebody bought it for me. If you don't love it, you're not doing anybody any honor by begrudgingly keeping it in your closet. Somebody else who maybe doesn't have nice things to wear or just would resonate more with it might find that really beautiful and be very thankful and give the piece of clothing or the book or the furniture, the sheets, whatever it is, something that's in good repair. They might find it wonderful and resonate with them. So something you can do for clothing, go through your closet. I do this every so often, but I especially do it at the change of seasons. What didn't I wear? What doesn't serve me? What doesn't fit me anymore? What doesn't look good? What's maybe past its prime and should not necessarily go in donation, but just in the trash. What's not working? Hey, I read this book once and it was good, but I really don't need to keep it on my shelf. Maybe somebody would like to read it. So you could donate it to the library. Or if you know somebody, you could list it on the marketplace for free. I make my son go through his stuffed animals every so often. And I don't ever make him give up anything he doesn't want. But he'll say, you know, I don't need this anymore. Maybe another child, because that's how I've raised him. Maybe another child would find enjoyment out of that toy. So we give it. Good night, Tammy. Thanks for coming. If you want to watch the replay, you're welcome to catch up on anything that you might have missed. Good to see you. So decluttering is very intentional. So as you're going through these things, keep in mind that you don't have to hold on to something just because, and this could be energetically too. You don't have to hold on to something that's not serving you just because of another person or because it holds a certain memory for you. You can keep the memory and not the item. Talked about that earlier. Another thing you can do for healing is move your body. Whether it's formal exercise or just turning on your favorite playlist, like Christmas Eve, I love to bake cookies. So Christmas Eve, I turned on a Christmas music playlist and danced around the kitchen because I was home by myself for a while, and danced around the kitchen and made the cookies and just lifted my vibration, and it felt so good. You can do that. You can do that while you're cleaning. They say turn on energetic music while you're cleaning because I don't know many people who love to clean, but you can turn on the music and make it a little more fun. So you can do that with your body too. Like, all right, I need to dance. I need to get the yuck out. And you do that by moving. Dance, sing, laugh, turn on your favorite movie, playlist. The other day I was feeling pretty down. And I turned on Radley Valentine because his energy is so positive and contagious and I love him. And when he laughs, his laugh is contagious. It's just requisite that you laugh as well. So I turned on Radley and within 5 minutes, my vibration was right back up. I felt good. So you can do that too. Somebody who's inspirational. Find a TED Talk that makes you happy. Journal. Some people really love that writing. You can paint, draw, sketch, color, whatever it is for you. I have my favorite. I have mermaids, angels, and fairies, and unicorns. So just color. Take out some bright, beautiful colored pencils, crayons, markers, paint. Do it on your iPad, whatever makes you happy. You can look back through photos and videos. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a mixed bag. Sometimes hearing the voices of those who are no longer with us in the physical world can be a trigger for tears. And that's okay. Tears are cleansing. But it can also be a trigger for smiles. Like, oh, do you remember that Christmas? That was great. Or, gosh, look how happy we were. That was fantastic. Or me when I was little, always sitting in my grandpa's lap. Always. He was holding me. He never looked at the camera if I was in the picture. It's hilarious. He was almost always looking at me. And that's just us. That was our bond. It is our bond. And it's something that brings, like, I'm smiling. That's not always the case. Sometimes I sob uncontrollably, and that's okay. Allow yourself to do that. That's part of your healing. Whatever comes up, comes up. So look through those old photo albums. Look through, watch those videos, whatever it is that takes you back to another time. See if there's an opportunity for healing, or just use it as your healing. Like, okay, this makes me happy. I'm honoring my lineage, whatever it is for you. I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. I used to be. But since I became more of a shepherd than a sheep, I don't necessarily like New Year's resolutions. I instead have chosen to use intentions or affirmations because I love that. I think that's great because it makes it a reality. When we use affirmations and intentions, people can make New Year's resolutions anytime and say, I'm going to go to the gym. How many times do we see that? The gym is packed until February and everybody falls off. Because you want to make a change. Like, look, I'm not happy with what I see in the mirror, or I need to, my doctor said, I need to lose some weight to control whatever might be going on. I need to change my diet. That's why we're very careful, having been on Weight Watchers for a year and a half. I never said I'm going on a diet. It's I'm making a lifestyle change. Here's the difference. I'm going on a diet. I'm making a lifestyle change. Very different energy. Temporary, I'm going on a diet, implies I am changing the way I'm eating until I see the results that I want, and then, or it gets too hard. I'm making a lifestyle change. I am changing the way that I get up and live my life every single day. It is a conscious choice. I've been in the cookies, consciously choosing to eat cookies. But I also consciously chose to have a salad at dinner tonight as my main thing and put other things aside. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing. Made a conscious choice to do drum fit, even though I really didn't want to. So resolutions can fall off so easily. But when we set the intention behind it and we use the affirmation of this is what I'm doing, we're already making it a reality in our lives. We're stating it as though it already is true. Because our brains, when they believe, our body responds. It's amazing how that works. So whether it's weight loss, improving your finances, finding the perfect job or partner, having a work-life balance, more harmony in your family, in your home, moving, whatever it is, when you get very serious about it and you set this intention behind it, not just this is what I want, it's this is how my life journey is going. This is the trajectory. This is the path I'm taking. I'm actively taking steps towards what I want to see manifest in my life. There you go. Most importantly, let go of expectations, especially if they're what others project onto you. That is no way to live your life. By other people's standards. Who says that money buys happiness? It doesn't. It buys things that can make you temporarily happy. But if you want to be happy, you don't need money. More than likely, you need people around you who love you and support you. Find some sort of fulfillment in your everyday life. Hold your vision and embrace it in unconditional love. What do I say when we manifest? Secret ingredient is gratitude. And when we can hold our vision and manifest from your heart chakra with joy and love and peace, then it's more likely to come to fruition because you're in alignment. Your mind and your body and your soul are all in harmony saying, yep, this is what we're doing. And something that I read earlier today was so beautiful. Unconditional love leads to an unconditional life. Isn't that cool? When we can unconditionally love ourselves, others, our life in general, then we have the possibilities are endless. We can do whatever we want to do. There are no conditions to what we can have and accomplish in our lives, the way that we live our lives. Powerful, powerful stuff. So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is think of a word. Whether you subscribe to the idea of New Year's resolution, or if you, like me, prefer more the intention affirmation route, what word, call it a power word, what word do you want to make 2020 the headline? And, you know, maybe you string a couple of words together. Now I'm going to put out some words here. But think about what word or words make you spontaneously smile. What do you feel like? Yeah, that's great. Joyful, like my shirt says. Joy, joyful. And you can make this however you want. Beautiful. Believe. I have it tattooed on my body. It was one of my first tattoos. Believe. Believe in yourself. Believe that this is happening, that this is right for you. Believe. Love. Bliss. Dazzling. Divine. Inspirational. Easy. Clean. Generous. Accepted. Worthy. Grateful. Celebrate. Fabulous. Generous. Did I say that already? Oh, I did. Giving. Forgiveness. Surrender. Happy. Harmonious. Healing. Becoming. Pleasure. Positive. Serene. True. Any of those words resonate with you? If it helps, you can say, this year I am. I am joyful. I am worthy. I am love. I am happy. I am beautiful. Or handsome. Or whatever word you want to put in there. I am becoming. You could stop there. I am becoming the person I always knew I could be. I am becoming happy. I am becoming generous. I am becoming grateful. I am becoming healed. So you could string some of these words together if there's not a particular word that resonates for you. Come up with your own. Just make it yours. Something that you can get behind and that you believe in. Because when we live a purpose-filled life, when we feel fulfilled, we are living our best lives. That's what it's all about. It sounds really simple because it is, but it's not as simple to execute because our culture tells us you need to have a bunch of money. You need to have a giant house. You need to have the fanciest car. You need to have a relationship to be happy, to be fulfilled, to be worthy. No, you don't. Unless that's what you believe. If that makes you feel fulfilled, okay. But you don't have to take fancy vacations. You don't have to have a giant house. You don't have to have a perfect marriage in order to be worthy of love. Do what makes you happy. Because nobody else lives your life but you. You have to wake up every day and look at yourself in the mirror and figure out if you're living the life that truly feels right for you. So, as always, I hope that resonated for you and that you found some inspiration. I'm going to pull a card to see what the mermaids have for us about releasing 2020 and embracing 2021. That feels right. Interesting. Haha. Okay. So turn away. To me, that says leave in the past what's no longer serving you. You don't have to take everything into 2021 if you don't want to. Waiting. There is something beautiful on the other side of this just waiting for you. Take a pause. Find out what it is for you that you want to manifest. What do you want your life to look like? Hold your vision. And then positivity. Look how happy. She's like, woo! There you go. Beautiful. There is some stuff. Once you let go, oh, and then at the bottom, breaking free. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. Gorgeous. So, there you go, guys. Embrace 2021. Yes, it's going to be a rebuilding year. Yes, there are some things that are going to carry over. We're still waiting for the results of the vaccine to see if it works and to be able to some semblance of normalcy. But like I said, things aren't normal anymore. There's a giant shift. There's a new change. There's a new way of being. And you know me, I don't sugarcoat. It's not all sunshine and roses, and it's not always easy to get through this. But if I can offer you any kind of inspiration, any kind of comfort, any kind of guidance, that's my aim as always. Live your life for you. Try the Ho'oponopono. Forgive and love yourself. Release the expectations. Release the drama. Release all the crap from whatever happened this year. And go into 2021 with a clean slate. Continue writing your story. Close the chapter of 2020. Open 2021 and start writing your life. Does anyone have any thoughts or questions? We went in a little over an hour, way longer than I thought. I'm like, oh, this is going to be quick. Kind of went off on some tangents, but that's what happens. And if not, that's okay. As always, if you're watching the replay or if you have questions that you don't want to put out in front of the group, that's fine. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you. If you don't want to ask your question or share in front of the group, as always, please feel free to reach out to me. People do it all the time, and I'm happy to listen and offer any suggestions. And that's all they are, suggestions and guidance. You choose what feels right for you. What are you coloring? Oh, it's a mermaid. It's pretty. Brandy found an adult coloring app on her iPad. She's using her new pen that was in her stocking. I think she's having fun. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, as always. And feel free to let me know if you have any questions or if you would like a Reiki session or a tarot session to gain some guidance. I'm going to be offering a year ahead reading, a look at the year ahead. So let me know. It's a special spread, and I can pull some cards for you and see what's going on, what you can look forward to, what the energy is for you. And you can book that with me. It'll be up on my website and on Square tomorrow. So however you want to book, or you can contact me if you want to use PayPal, Venmo, whatever. I think my website, you can use PayPal on my website too. But if you want to do something else, just let me know. I'm here for you in any way that I can. We love you too, Corey. Seriously, we're going to congregate so hard after all of this. As soon as we're allowed. And apparently Brandy's bringing Cheetos. I don't even want to know. If I see these things in the Amazon cart, I'm probably going to scream. Like, what are these?
Cheetos, man.
Thank you, Lacey, you as well. I hope everyone has a beautiful, safe New Year's Eve, whatever you're doing. I know most of us won't be doing a whole lot because curfew in Ohio, and also it's just not safe. But if you are traveling or getting together, just please be careful. Please be safe, as always. And I don't remember if I have it on for next week or the week after, but I was doing something about vision boards. So if you guys are interested, let me know. And that's another great way to start off the new year, how you want to put together, if it helps you, if you're a visual person like I am, to put together a vision board so that you can see it. I can walk you through how to do that. So let me know. And I will see you all next year. Take care.